Mrs. DeAgresta really does need for us to look at our calendars for the impasse hearing date. Ms. DeAgresta.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. Board members, I sent some brief information out by email to each of you to advise you that we do need to have an impasse hearing where the board sits as the legislative body. In looking at your calendar for the month of January, it has filled up very quickly with obligations of board members to be at various places and various meetings. The first date that I saw that was a potential, but I wanted to check with you, was a Thursday. It's January 30th, a Thursday. And I would ask if that's a possibility on your calendars. If not, we'll roll over into the month of February and look there.
Does the 30th work? Okay.
Very good. So the next thing to talk about is the start time. Just having looked at some preliminary paperwork, there are a number of issues that the board will be asked to review during that hearing. I'm going to suggest to you that we start at 9:30 in the morning. That will allow both sides to have plenty of time to present their information to you, will allow you time to have a break, and then come back together and have questions, deliberate, and make your decisions. Is a 9:30 start time acceptable?
Yes.
Wonderful. I will be sending out more information to board members, but I'll also let the two sides, the superintendent's team and the union's team, know of this date and time so that they can plan ahead. Thank you very much.
Just as just for a point of clarification, when we talk about the times, approximately how much time are we giving both sides to do their presentations?
Thank you, Madam Chair. My recommendation, I'll of course get with you before we finalize any agenda. My recommendation is going to be to give each side 2 hours, not more than 2 hours, to present their information. We can then kind of schedule in time for board member questions for either of the parties involved, and then both of the parties, depending upon how many questions you may have. I also want to build some breaks in to give you time to think and just take a break and come back, and then certainly sufficient time. I'm estimating it's going to be at least a 6-hour day, maybe longer depending upon questions and how much time you need to discuss amongst yourselves. But I'm anticipating 2 hours for one party, 2 hours for another party, and at least 2 hours for the board to question and deliberate and come to decisions.
And breaks.
Yes, well, breaks, we'll fit those in, but I promise that I won't be a taskmaster with that schedule.
Because we'll overrule you.
I know you will, yes, ma'am.
We will. Okay. And Ms. Stang, you'll make certain that Mr. McCain is aware of the schedule for that day and the starting time, if you would, please. Okay, we do have, were there any other discussion items, board members?